Welcome back to the channel, everybody. This is Clayton, and I know you're not really used to seeing my face, but I decided to go with a brand new setup this time with a gaming headset that I had bought months ago, and recently I got the adapter for this headset so that I don't really need to, switch between headsets so that I can record this sort of thing, and I figured I'd go with this new setup, maybe for now, and I might bring it back soon in the future for any future video projects I might have for the channel. But I wanted to give sort of a follow-up to some videos I released last summer in 2023, with that being I believe my writer's strike video and a video that I had made talking about something I called the new media renaissance, and I want to give my thoughts on that with us being in 2024, and give my thoughts as to where Hollywood as an industry is right now, and my thoughts on it, having gotten my degree in radio, television, and digital media. So in regards to the subjects I wanted to speak about, there's two things that caught my attention this week that I think were very important for my channel and my media background. So like I had said before, I had majored in radio, television, and digital media. I have a bachelor's degree, and my media background has led me to come to some conclusions about the state of Hollywood and the state of the media industry. So recently I'd heard that not only is YouTube and streaming services beating Hollywood in terms of viewership, but there was also some people saying that Hollywood is in the worst state that it's probably ever been in. Of course, there were hardships in the past, like the Great Depression or World War II, just several other things that, affected Hollywood as a whole. And, I think in terms of, the movies that are coming out, the TV shows that we're getting, there might be some truth to this. Of course, one of the first things I'd seen this morning was the trailer for the new Deadpool Wolverine movie, which is a Disney property that is a sequel to Deadpool 2, while also being connected to the larger MCU and X-Men franchises under Disney. But like I was speaking about last year, when I'd done my video speaking about this sort of thing, I was speaking in regards to Oppenheimer and Barbie being very popular last summer. But it seems now that 2024 has been a very dismal year for new releases. Recently, I've seen a promo for the new movie Abigail, which is essentially a movie that spoils its premise in the marketing materials, which is ridiculous. But if you didn't see those, marketing, if you didn't see those ads and those trailers, you would have went into it with an open mind. It's weird seeing a movie that sabotages the twist before you even have a chance to see it. But that's the way that things are nowadays. Anyway, I wanted to bring up the fact that it seems that audiences are starting to get tired of the very repetitious nature of Hollywood, and the over-reliance on sequels and prequels and tentpole franchises such as Jurassic World and Star Wars and the Marvel movies, and that audiences are starting to gravitate towards more original content like you see on platforms like YouTube or TikTok or some streaming services. Like, for instance, you have companies like A24 that have made movies like Civil War and Has Been Hotel, which is a TV series. And then you have other, of course, series like you have Smiling Friends on Adult Swim, which is made by two YouTubers, Zach Hadel and Michael Cusack. And then you also have original YouTube series like The Amazing Digital Circus and Murder Drones, which are done through Glitch Productions. And it seems that more original projects are starting to get noticed over Hollywood, which are relying on going back to the well, going back to familiar IPs and franchises, and just digging up relics of the past in order to make them new. And people are getting sick of it, and I can't blame them. So what I'm getting into with all this has to do with something that I'd heard on YouTube. Of course, I don't really remember who exactly I'd heard it from, but apparently Steven Spielberg, the film director behind Jurassic Park and Jaws, he apparently he had spoken of something like I coined it the new media renaissance, which is the idea that Hollywood will have this big new media creation renaissance sometime in the near future. Of course, given the circumstances that had happened last year with the writer's strike and artificial intelligence, of course, becoming as advanced as it is, with platforms like Sora AI and recently, I believe it was a new AI algorithm called I think Suno, which I believe can do very realistic. Of course, not like perfect, but realistic music tracks. But getting back to what I was saying, Spielberg had had the idea of this new renaissance in Hollywood, where basically there will be all sorts of new content creators from platforms like YouTube and TikTok coming in to make new forms of media, whether that be films or TV shows or music. And we've seen inklings of this, but from what I had seen from last year till now, I think even after the writer's strike, Hollywood is still not in a good place, and it is a little disheartening. And so there are several examples of people I've spoken of before, either now or in the past on my channel, that have made content in Hollywood who were YouTubers. Of course, I'd mentioned Zach Hadel and Michael Cusack, who made Smiling Friends, Has Been Hotel, which is a show by Vivian Madrano, who is another YouTuber. More recently, I'd watched a clip from, I believe it was the behind the scenes for the new Dune from Denis Villeneuve. Of course, I've spoken about his films before on my channel, but apparently Timothy Chalamet used to have a YouTube channel where he would mod game controllers, and now he's playing Paul Atreides in the new Dune movie. And it just goes to show you that, somebody like me can have a life-changing experience from making videos like this, and it just proves that it's possible. And there's multiple people doing this. I think it was maybe at least a year or two back, the actor on Family Guy who did the voice of Cleveland Brown got replaced by a YouTuber who had went viral for his impression of Cleveland Brown, and now he's working on Family Guy as that character. And it just goes to show you that it's possible. And, I think that's a really important takeaway from all of this. And, from compared to what was going on last year with the writer's strike and everything, I think Hollywood's big new problem is getting out of this this weird funk that it's in, where it thinks that making prequels and reboots and sequels is going to get you to the finish line. It's not going to get you to the finish line. You've got to start making original productions again, original ideas from people you probably never even heard of, because that's the way that things worked in the past, so things should start working that way again. That's how Hollywood made billions of dollars, is off of creative people. In the 90s, you had Quentin Tarantino, who did Reservoir Dogs. You had Kevin Smith, who did Clerks. And then you also had Robert Rodriguez, who did El Mariachi in the mid-90s. And that was through, of course, the Weinstein Company. And we all know how big of a mess that was. But, it just goes to show you that things are changing, and for the better. YouTube is beating Hollywood, and this is very good news. But we're not there yet. Another example that I failed to mention, but I've spoken about before on my channel, was the movie Talk to Me, which is an A24 film by YouTubers Michael and Danny Filippo of Raka Raka, which is a YouTube channel that, of course, it focused on like independent sort of filmmaking / content creation, and they, of course, made the film for A24, and it's just another example that there are ways of getting into the industry, usually through like YouTube or something like that. And I figured that I'd bring that up. And another thing that I'd thought about bringing up was the fact that a lot of newer media that's coming out, like I'd mentioned, I'm starting to really think that people don't care too much about a lot of the newer TV shows and movies that are coming out. That I had mentioned that I had seen this morning the trailer for the new Deadpool and Wolverine movie, and I also watched the trailer for the new Star Wars Tales of the Empire. I watched that, and it looked okay, but I feel like Disney is sort of getting desperate. I think a lot of people are starting to feel that way. A lot of these big tentpole franchises are starting to run out of steam. And a lot of people are like, yeah, I'm just sort of burnt out on so many movies that are coming out of the same franchise. Apparently, Godzilla x Kong, which had come out recently, did really well at the box office, despite lots of people being like, this is just a popcorn film. It's not really like very strong from like a narrative standpoint or trying to focus on like the human element and the human drama. It's just giant monsters fighting, and apparently that's what people are looking for. But you're not. I feel like there's going to be diminishing returns on a franchise like that when it relies so much on the computer graphics and the spectacle of it, and that it doesn't focus on what people are really interested in seeing, which is the dynamic between having these larger than life scenarios with these people in them, like with Godzilla -1, which I believe was at the Oscars not too long ago. It won some awards, which is great, and it just goes to show you that that's what people are gravitating towards, and that people are starting to get burnt out on just same old. So for me personally, I feel that the future of Hollywood is on platforms like TikTok and YouTube and streaming services like Twitch and Rumble and Kick. And I believe that film festivals are a hugely underrated venue when it comes to Hollywood, and I think that they're going to be the future of where entertainment comes from. I think that maybe at some point Hollywood will start to resort to picking people up from film festivals and these independent film circuits and giving them a chance in Hollywood to finally get their ideas across and, be able to make the art and the films that they want to make and the projects that they want to make for whatever endeavor that may be. And I can speak for that personally with my background, like I said, in the department I had majored in was radio, television, and digital media. My friend, he's an animation major. He has done like animated projects on his own.
Hey, what's up? Don't be nosy.
But there's several people that I know of that are either out of school or going to be out of school soon that need jobs that can't get them for a myriad of reasons. Whether that be that they're not available, or they tend to lean more towards like a nepotism sort of thing where they want to hire people that they know, or people that are friends of people they know, or people that they've worked with before. And it's there's factors like that play into it too. But it'd be great if the industry would move towards this new model, because it would probably benefit greatly from it. And with that being said, I'm Clayton, bringing you new content whenever possible. Be sure to like, comment, and subscribe, and I'll see you in the next video.